Any carp fisherman will tell you that there's nothing quite like a trip away with your friends and other like-minded people. Hitting the motorway before it gets busy and heading off to fish a lake that's miles from home, hoping for an awesome week's carping. Welcome to a week at Gigantica with the boys from Free Spirit.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. What's up? Morning, Bondi. Yeah, look at the colour of that water.
That's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful.
Love one, yeah, please.
Gigantica, by its very name, is known for the carp it holds. Fish up to in excess of 80 pounds. But, as is the Free Spirit way, they don't ever make things easy for their anglers. They've got consultants here from the UK, France, Holland, Belgium and also Italy, a real international affair. Many have been conversing with one another online for years, but have never met face to face. What better place to do so than the awesome Gigantica?
Good to see you. Good trip. Alright, Peter, all right.
I'm alright.
Fantastic. And then walk around a few times. You've seen where all the fish jump and you know where you're going?
Person can either bivvy up in here and there, or they can, both of you can go in here and go out there. So that swims out. They're going that way. They've got all of that. Yeah. These two have got that. At the minute, that one's shut.
Can go that way as well then.
Yeah.
Yeah, these can cast out here and they can go out there.
What do you think, Lee?
Well, I've never been. I like the look of the place. Never been here before.
Yeah.
So obviously haven't got a clue.
The water quality looks stunning, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I mean, it's like Mediterranean blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, thing is, we're walking around. We don't know if we've got 6 foot of water, 20 foot of water, or.
I think the latter's more like it.
Yeah. One might be.
Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, the legs blanked last week, didn't they? And
Yeah, and it
the
was
anglers as well,
good
didn't
stamp
they?
of anglers, wasn't it?
But no doubt there was in the swims that we'll Weather fancy like as this. well.
What do you reckon then, Jacko?
Well, it's not a Volvo because the lights ain't on.
So what they... We don't tell anyone, huh? Don't tell anyone. Oh, no, okay.
So not only are Free Spirit asking their anglers to deliver fish, they're asking them to film their exploits. Each consultant has been given a camcorder and will document their own stories over the next 6 days.
Barbecue will go over there. And beer over there.
You're away from the road as well, which I quite like.
You like that swim, huh?
I do, yeah.
But, as you may have noticed from the trees, it's spring, early spring to be fair, and like most French lakes at this time of the year, it's not been fishing well, with temperatures having dropped to as low as minus 18 degrees over the past few weeks.
Minus 18.
One thing's for sure, it was never going to be easy.
Welcome to Gigantica, everybody. If we just go through the swims quickly as the pairings. Pole position and stock pond will count as one swim. Alcatraz is 2. The tree line is 3. Number 3, with obviously 2 rods, and there's a gap in the swim there. 4. This will constitute number 5, 6, and 7. We'll do a draw. Number 1 gets first draw, obviously. Gets to pick whichever one they want. Stock pond there's an area on the bar here. There's two spots I would pick. There would be your banker rods, and out in pole position between 50 and probably 80 metres. I know it sounds a bit vague, but it's totally flat on the bottom, and bait is your main feature here. Alcatraz, at 100 metres, there's a small feature. It's 3 foot from the bottom, so you should have about 22 foot here and about 19 here. It's exactly 100 yards out, in line with Big Southerly, so it's a nice easy swim to be able to fish. For the tree line, obviously fishing across to the trees, but in this main area as well, it's a really good area. It very rarely gets fished. It's quite deep here, but you'll see a lot of fish. There'll be loads of fish in these trees at the moment. The hotter it gets, the more fish will stack up in there. Coast Point, generally the area is between 70 and 110. Again, it's a bit vague, but there's literally nothing out there. Put your marker floats out, nice bit of tight baiting, seems to do the job. If you're looking at the point directly opposite, which sort of divides your swim, this side you might find a slightly harder area at about 110. But generally 70 to 80 yards is where nearly all the fish come from. You'll see loads of fish out in the middle for the first 48 hours, but they always just come into the baited area, so I wouldn't really panic. Scotty's Corner, you've got all of these trees as they're moving up and down. It's quite weedy here. You see a lot of big fish in this area later on in the year, and at the moment, because it's been on the back end of the wind, we've got a northerly or northeasterly blown. This has been the warmest water of the last couple of weeks. If you're fishing Big Southerly, the main area is directly towards the house where all these lights are lit up. 60 metres or 60 yards. There's nothing there. It's slightly shallower than this area here. And as the fish come from these snags travelling across to here, they go right over your baited area. I've caught a lot of fish out there last year at 60 yards. Alamo, this area here, has got some weeds starting to come up. So again, that's going to be a fish magnet. And down to the right here, this area is quite weedy. Don't be afraid to pull up to the weed and fish into the weed. It always holds fish. There was fish lost at 120 here last week. Again, the draw of the middle always gets people fishing long, but if it was me, I would be fishing out to the sides between 50 and 70 yards. An Oblivion, the guy who's fishing on the left, for me, this would be the prime swim at the moment. This would be my first choice if I was going to fish this week. If you choose to go across to the other lake, it's not a problem. You must vacate that swim when you're finished over there. You cannot hog a swim over there and keep it baiting. The rules of this competition at the moment, if you're fishing over there and you want to come back, you have to vacate that area. So obviously you're fishing for this magnificent trophy. It is magnificent. The leader, as you may well know, the leader of the biggest fish of the week will be wearing the orange hat with pride. If you could wear an orange hat with pride. Right. And then obviously the winner will go on the trophy. The biggest fish of the week will take the mirror, and the winning pair will both take one of these magnificent little commons. Good luck, gentlemen. I hope you catch the fish of your dreams and win the competition.
Thank you. Cheers.
Who wants to go first? Drum roll. Who's from each team? You go.
Sean, see that
Right, number one. Who's the lucky angler? Okay, number two. Sean?
Where I went last time.
Alcatraz? Yeah. Number three?
Yeah, number 3. We got Oblivion.
4?
You choose. You choose. You want a Big Southerly? Big Southerly.
Big Southerly. Okay. So that's George and... Okay. Number 5?
Tree line.
The tree line. Your name, sir?
John.
John? And?
Big Peter.
Big Peter.
6. Number 6.
It's number 6, penultimate.
Coast Point.
And last...
It's like a walk far,
So, Mark and Miles, I'll let you sort out which side you're going in. I'll just put your mark in. It's L-Y, isn't it? Yeah. Miles. Good luck, guys.
Good luck, guys.
You will have to walk up the bar later.
So with the pairings sorted and the draw and swim choices made, it was time for the anglers to go and get set up. The match was underway.
You got to watch, you guys. You're all slippery, you guys.
Slippery hill. You got
I remember the Orient, very slippery. Yeah, good luck. See you later.
As well as the main lake at Gigantica, there's also a second water that's only recently been opened up to the public. The Road Lake, as it's called, is part of the same complex, but has been designed as more of a runs water and is stocked accordingly. Perfect for those who like a bit of action.
Right, we come third out the draw. Quite lucky, out of 6, 7 and 7 pairs, I think.
7 pairs, yeah.
7 pairs. That was our second choice. Our first choice was, well, we're not going to say in case it comes, wins it, but
We could say we told you so late.
yeah, but we're happy with this. To the left we've got a margin and tree line, which I'm fishing. Got both rods on there, bit of a feature. And Rob's fishing about 110 yards out. He's walked his lines out, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got my lines all marked up. We've just baited up as well. We've stuck about 5 kilos over where we intend to fish, both me and Lee. But what we've done is we're not going to actually fish tonight.
We've got the opportunity to fish the lake across the road, and everyone can do it, but we're hoping everyone's too tired to do it tonight.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it, and apparently it's rammed with fish.
Base up to over. There's some unknown fish in there, so the average size is 20 odd, but there's some unknown fish in there that have never been caught, that have been seen, so there's always a chance of a biggie, but we're going over there for numbers game. Try and get a few under our hat. A lot of people have talked all the way over here. They've all talked about if it's quiet, and it's not fishing very well at the moment anyway. If it's quiet, they're going to go over there later on in the week. We've decided to put a little bit of a plan, and what we're going to do is we're going to go over there now. We're going to put 2 nights, but what we've done is we've baited up. So what we've done is we've got no lines in the water. We found our areas, we've baited them up.
We're happy with that.
So we know the fish, if they come in, they're going to feed happily. There's no lines in the water. Tomorrow we're going to come back and do the same again, and then we're going to probably do 2 nights over there, and then we're going to jump on here for 5 nights. And we feel confident that with 5 nights we'll get a chance.
We hope to get £200 or £300 in front. Then it'd be nice to come over here and
sit back and relax and just try and catch
have
a big
few
one.
beers, have a bottle of wine, and hope to get a sort of a whacker, really. But
if you see in the morning that we've said no fish, it
we'll be
didn't
back
go
in
to
here.
plan.
We'll be sunbathing, but we'll see how we get on, and we'll go from there, shall we?
Yeah, let's go and have a go.
Time for dinner. With Miles and Mark Hutchinson's swim. Looks like Hutchie's got the left-hand side of the swim.
It's going long by the looks of it.
That's unusual for him. We've gone 210 yards, so we don't really go no further, Hutch. Right, what's the swim? What sort of range are we fishing at, mate?
It's pole position. I've seen a couple of fish already at about probably 180 plus.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to. I'm struggling a bit with my leg to get it out there at the minute, but
yeah.
I'm going to see if I can push one out there. I might have to fish singles. I was going to try and fish a bag, but I'm up fishing singles at the minute.
Yeah, I reckon they pick them up on singles in here by all accounts.
That's right, yeah. So I think I'm going to.
So we'll say that them 2 fish we see, that's the ones we're out in front of you, are they?
Yeah.
Because
they look like they're in front of us, but longer, aren't they?
Yeah.
So,
to be honest, if you're looking from here, they're probably a little bit probably this side of the swim.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm going to change it over to just a single, probably a 14 and a 10mm top snowman, and I'll just get it out there. So Tom's getting on. That's the problem. So it'll be. I'm confident in.
Yeah. Well, you can have a little chuck out now.
Yeah, I'm going to have a little chuck. So I'm just going to just change the leader around a bit. I've got an inline in at the minute. I'm just going to have a little chuck with the inline.
What's your first tactics then? What you got there then?
See where that bird is there? That's about when they've been topping, or a couple of tops. I was going to put bags out, but I say it's getting a bit late.
It's a long way, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, but I say with the micro bags I can get a fair old way with
Yeah,
it.
you do. Yeah, we know that.
Because Tom's pushing on, so I'm just going to trim the leader off and then just see what's out there. And
all the swims are nice here, aren't they?
Oh,
even if it rained, they'd be nice and, no mud.
No mud, that's right, yeah.
And you Northerners don't like mud, do you?
No, don't bother me, mate.
Bonsoir. All right? All good?
Very good.
Goodbye. Seen them?
Seen a couple, yeah. We're going fishing.
So as the first of many substantial meals is polished off and the day of arrival draws to a close, the first full one dawns, and the anglers are each working on their own ways of how they'll approach the mighty Gigantica. At 35 acres, it's a daunting prospect, but they'll all know that somewhere out there the rewards lie in wait, and for each and every one of them a potential PB is a possibility. So often with lakes of this size, anglers head for the centre, when it's sometimes the margins where there's just as much chance of catching. Gigantica is a very deep lake, between 18 and 25 feet, so will take substantial time to warm up after the winter period. Experience has taught that finding a good spot to put bait on and to continually trickle it in seems to pay dividends. After all, the anglers have almost a week. There's no need to rush at this stage.
Right, we're on the lake adjacent to a Gigantica, just across the road there. After dinner, we come over here. They all went back over there. They didn't know where we was going, all the other members of the team. It was quite funny. Didn't know where we was going really. We sort of drove round, but we could hear them, and the further we walked round and drove round, we was getting nearer to them, and they was in front of us. And as we were setting up, all the time, bang, 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 going. And I just put solid bags on with the sail tipped off, a bit of pineapple pop up, and just bits and pieces so they see it. It's still very deep. Didn't even get a marker on it. He couldn't see it last night anyway. Rob had one. Don't know how big it is yet. We haven't weighed it. It's not massive. It's not even £20. He's had one. We're off the mark. We don't know if anyone's caught anything across the road. So it's 8 o'clock now. So 9 o'clock with a time advance. So breakfast is at 9:30. So we're really in a minute go over there, have a wander. But then we get a sort of plan for the day. Apparently yesterday was on the top here, and today's going to be even hotter. And it's the end of March and it's really hot already. It's going to be a lovely week, but maybe a bit hard for fishing. So, but we'll give it a good shot and see how we get on really. But we wanted to get £100, £200 in front of everyone else, and we'll go from there.
There's fish in the edge. There's fishing from. It's the waiting game now.
You were giving them a chance last night.
We see fish a little bit out of your range.
Yes, yeah. There's been a few in my range as well.
Yeah, in our range also.
I see you lining them up.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a poaching incident this morning, didn't we? Yeah. There was a boat that appeared out of the mist in front of our swim, about 120 yards in front.
Which, in all fairness, it's 120 yards off this bank.
True, yes. It was kind of at the outer limit of our boundary on this bank. But I think it was kind of more in front of us than it looked in front of them.
But it's still got Peter on a wind-up anyway.
It did, yeah. He wasn't very happy at all. There was a few choice words coming across the water.
Some F's and buts going on there, I think.
I think so, yeah. But hey ho.
In fact, if you look round now, there's this big cloud of smoke and steam coming out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the mist or Peter.
Yeah, we ought to put one even longer now, right across him now. Chuck one right out in the middle of his swim now. You're capable of that as well, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
15.8.
15.7.
No.
15.10. 15 and a half we'll go, shall we?
Not the biggest fish, but 15.5 pounds, more than welcome.
Would you have that
off
on?
The mark. They come on a little solid bag with some sail, chopped sail, little sail tip with a little bit of colour.
Yeah.
All in the bag. That was it, just literally out response pellet and Hinders mini combo.
Yeah.
Just usual thing really, just a little package.
Sort of in the dark, wasn't it? We were just chucking them out.
Yeah, just literally feeling for a drop. And just that, like I say, rattled off at sort of 4:15 this morning.
Yeah, looks like a malefish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just full of beans.
Long lean, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did put up a good fight actually. I thought it was better fish, to be honest.
Well, we're playing them in 15 foot of water, aren't we, really?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, well happy with that.
First one on the board, Rob.
Yeah.
Going back to his watery home.
His very blue, clear watery home. Look at that.
Go on.
Bionic male. Right, where's my prize?
There we go, son. Put that on.
See if we can wear it all week.
What's that cartoon? Where's Wally?
Deputy dog, isn't it?
How's it going? We're quite happy actually.
Yeah.
We've had a nice night's sleep, but we've seen fish in our bit of the lake at short range as well as at silly long range. So at least we're somewhere near them. Whether we can catch them or not is a different story, but we're going to keep trying. I'm actually looking forward to the cake van at 10 o'clock. That'll be the highlight of the day so far. Speak of the devil, here he is.
Here we come.
Ooh.
Didn't mean it, Rob, I love you.
Morning, Hutch. How are you? All right?
Good, suffering, mate, with my leg, but not much sleep. But it's so I'm just putting my strap on.
Ooh. That's what you get for trying to mount Mars, isn't it?
He enjoyed it there, mate. Trust me. He's only human.
So this was our plan: get some bait out there, and hopefully the fish might drift in there. Feel confident, and then we can nick a few at the start.
But what we will
fishing.
do, we will bait up again in our swims
This afternoon before
again
dinner.
today.
Yeah.
Put another 5 kilo out or whatever.
Yeah.
Which sounds a lot of bait, but it's very random baiting.
And it's 20 mil baits, so you don't get a lot. You don't get a lot for 10 kilos, do you?
All right, it was about 10 o'clock last night I started.
Right, you start putting a show on.
Yeah. And that was right through till about an hour after first light, and then it's just gone quiet.
I had
again.
one good fish in front of me, didn't I?
Yeah.
And it's very close, probably 20 metres. But it's sheer drop, it's straight in the edge. It's very
Similar to this. Similar to this.
Sort of copies this, really.
Just finished breakfast, about to get the rods out. You already have your rods out, baited up. I'm going to put my 2 rods out, just flat clip setup, some tungsten tubing, and a combo rig with just a 3-bait stringer, just for anti-tangle, and to get the distance. And yeah, let's pack it out.
So whilst on the main lake the majority of anglers were still awaiting their first bite, over on the road lake, Mr Marsh and Mr Merritt were buoyed by their early success and were looking to build on their lead. The correct bait was going to be important this week, whatever lake you fished on.
Right, we just got back from breakfast. What I'm going to do now is mix some pellet up, boilies, or a mixture of like what we use is like a Hinders pellet, ellipse pellet, mainline pellet. It's just all a mixture, no uniform to it, big ones, small ones, 2 mils, right up to large ellipse pellets really. We're going to have whole and broken down cell boilers in it, not crushed up in the crusher. I just think it's too deep for that. If I was going to do that, I'd put stick mix on, which I might do as well as on the hook link to aid in the anti-tangle sort of theory behind things. But all I've been doing, as you can see, breaking them in 2s and 3s, the boilies, so they're still quite whole. Just a real mixture in here, whole boilies, chopped boilies, some of this oil, like a fishy oil. It's not very thick, it's quite thin. Water's still quite cold, so you know, I've tried it in the edge and it does disperse all right, so that's fine.
Situations like this are where Rob and Lee really come into their own. Highly stocked venues where it's more about catching numbers of carp, match tactics almost, is where they excel. And they both got to work with the spom, topping up their spots in an attempt to get the carp competing for the food. The pair themselves have been competing at a national level for a number of years and normally do well in any match type situation. They pride themselves on being prepared for anything and will change their tactics at the drop of a hat if they feel doing so will have a positive effect on their fishing. Although these free spirit matches are always good-humoured, there's naturally an element of healthy competition. And with Rob and Lee taking an early lead, the anglers on the main lake decide to send Special Agent 006.5 in to check out the tactics they're using.
One of the big fish is maybe 35 kilo.
Where?
In the lake.
The biggest in here is, well, in here?
Yeah, now at the moment.
Yeah, over 80 pound, yeah. English pound.
Yeah. At the moment, I think the
the
one in this period is 35.
Yeah, there's three that could go.
Yeah.
Three that are over 30 kilos.
Yeah, but the one is over 35 kilo.
Yeah. Big fish.
Nice.
Common or mirror?
Mirror.
Mirrors.
Big fish.
Nice when we catch that.
So all good? Which one is that?
Jacko the
Is that?
Yeah.
No, it was me. It was you. It's rockful. Have a faithful iPhone did it again.
What you got?
Got a whole selection of them for suit every situation.
Bad news to you, mate. You can't run for that.
Deliverance and that.
And all this time between the stare of lightning, there are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. 'Cause baby, you wanna be the one that saves me. But after all, you're my wonderwall. Thank you, Gigantica, I love you. Good night. Good night.
Right, I just played a practical joke on Lee. I just sneaked up to him while he was asleep and put on the old iPhone app, and he's really grumpy when he got up, and he just calling me all the names under the sun, and the rod rips off, really. Fighting well, isn't it?
Deep water on it. I was in the land of Nod.
Yeah, you still look like you got the old cushion marks on your side of your face.
Oh dear.
Giving him a right tussle. This fish is fighting well. Here it is though. There it was. Amazing watching her fight in this clear water, mate, isn't it?
Another one.
Go on then, mate, get her in that net.
What?
Yeah, go on. Good boy, well done. What you got to say about that then, boy?
Lovely evening.
Yeah. And I think that might even take the old orange hat away from me.
Oh yeah.
Oh
She's
yeah.
about £18.
From me to you, you to me.
To me. Chuckle Brothers.
£19 through. £19 through 2.
2?
3.
3?
No, say 2 because it's bouncing.
2?
£19 2. Well done, mate. What'd you catch that on, mate?
On a cell. A little bit of orange. Tip with a little bit of orange pop up.
Yeah.
Tiny little bit of pop up. Just to give it a bit of a sight, really.
Orange seems to be the colour. That's the 2 fish we've had. It's both on orange.
Was your one an orange and all?
Yeah, yeah. Just shows you it might be the colour.
Absolutely ripped away. Well, you was sitting
Lovely,
there.
lovely scale patterns.
Just got woken up.
That was funny, wasn't it?
A marsh here.
I could hear him snoring, so I sneaked up behind his bivvy and put the old app on the phone for his old ATT alarms and proper got him. Marsh. And oh yeah, Marlon here. Yeah, mate. There's your hat. Put that on.
Yeah, can't have the hat. Redoing this rod because while in the fight, it got picked up by the fish. This one was tipped by yellow, and the first 2 fish we've had have been tipped by orange. So
matches your hat.
It matches me hat.
So as a crescent moon rose over Gigantica, it was Rob and Lee that were the ones sleeping most soundly, whilst the main lake waited to do its first bite of the week. Still a long, long way to go though, and the lake awoke to another clear day. It looked like bright blue skies would be the order of the day. A lack of cloud meant the nights were bitterly cold though, but most encouragingly there were signs of fish movement across the lake. It was waking up with spring, but would it wake up in time to make this particular week a success?
George was just round there seeing if we caught anything, and I was trying to keep him round the back of the bivvy. I slipped a little third rod out, and I see a fish roll down the margin just now and put a stone on the reel. I mean, it's a bit covert, he wouldn't really notice, but I was sort of twitching, trying to keep him back. He hinted a couple of times about a coffee, and then he said, "Oh, I'll go back to my own swim and make myself a coffee," and then went off down the track looking at fish in the gaps. But there's a fish just rolled out there. I don't know if you can see that. They are showing, but it's just catching them is proving the problem.
Yeah, it's a good idea, isn't it? So you always do it, don't you?
Yeah. So I don't know, they're only light. Yeah, they're only going there cooking.
It's fitting your bag, like you say. Yeah. Pretty cool idea. Bring them out there. Get your tackle box and start one off. Yeah.
Rounding on extra.
Well, mate, that make him look foolish. Go on, Lee boy.
I don't need a hat to make me look foolish, Mark. He's a better one. Right over there, go past Will.
Right, Lee's in. Mark and Miles have just come round for a chat, and she's just ripped off. She's ripping off.
If it's in the other lake, mate, you'd be hearing
The old bottom would be going, wouldn't it?
I ain't got this one in yet.
Well, the thing is...
Miles, did you see that? Did it look a good fish then?
Oh yeah, well, what was the
Miles
biggest?
is in a brilliant spot for it.
What was the biggest one you had last night, Lee?
19.8.
Yeah, it's a bit bigger than that, son.
Really? Oh, well done.
It felt bigger.
Did it?
Yeah. Because of the deep water as well, Miles. Oh yeah, it's bigger than that. Well.
Oh, you reckon it's original?
No, but it might be mid 20.
Shoulders on him when he gets a bit bigger.
You're all welcome there though, Mark, aren't
Yeah, he's got some big shoulders on him there, on the back. Look at that. Good arm, baby.
Yeah. Holy man. Get him in there.
Get in there, lead man. He's just teasing you, Robert.
Yeah.
What he's doing, mate.
Give me a nervous breakdown.
Oh, that was unexpected. Cheers, mate.
Here's your rod,
23
do some ounces as well, Lee. Come on.
23.4.
Good lad. I'll go 23.40.
23.15.
23.15.
Well, mate. 24. 23.15. Common carp. I don't know if it's been caught before. Quite a newly stocked lake. We're happy with that.
How'd you catch him, Lee?
On the bottom, really hot sunshine. Caught on the bottom, 12, 13 foot of water. Cell tipped with a bit of orange. Fluorocarbon hook link. Just because the water's so clear, that's why I've done it that way. We're sitting there having a chat with the other lads, Miles, Mark and Rob. Absolutely ripped away. From the same spot I caught the other one last night. So, happy with that.
So Rob and Lee extend their lead yet further, whilst the main lake continues to thwart the anglers. Spirits are far from low though. There's far too much experience in the Free Spirit team to start panicking just yet.
You two seem very confident.
I'm very confident. Fish around here, fish have been around here, just need to find out one. So just change one of the rods over, put pimple pop out, they normally get me out of jail.
It's a nice looking lake. They're doing a lot of work building swims and so on. Rob and Lee have been over there. We were there while Rob caught one. No, sorry, Lee caught one, 23.15, so that's the biggest. So he's supposed to be wearing the orange hat, although I think a penalty might be needed to make sure he keeps wearing it. That fine fashion item that it is. But they're catching fish in 12 foot of water on a sort of plateau mound. Either side it's a lot deeper and they're not getting bites there. They've had zigs out and not caught anything. We thought maybe we'd go over and try and catch one. If we saw a stalking opportunity, we were pretty keen to move over there to catch one for fun. It is an enjoyable way of fishing, and in this crystal clear water it would be good sport. But we've decided, we made this decision, come back over onto Gigantica. We're here to catch a big one, so that's the plan. We've got a couple of little ideas that we're going to try, and we'll tell you about them if they work quite well. But seeing as the competition's the other side of this video camera, I can't share that with you right now.
What you got going on here then, Hutch?
I keep tying up bags, going to keep fishing the bags rather than put a lot of bait in. It's the way I like to fish, especially when it's still very cold water, so I'm just going to keep putting in plenty of oils in there. It's just something I like really doing. I mean, for me, that is just this time of year, cold temperature. There's enough in there for a bite of any fish. I've had some very big fish on the bags. On my PB is actually on the PVA bag about the same size. So for me, hopefully that's going to catch me an 80 in a minute. Any fish should be nice, but try and get that little hat off Lee if we can. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep fishing with bags. That's the tactic I come with, fishing as long as I can get it out there. I'm a bit struggling with my leg, but still pushing the bags or leads up to about 170 plus. So I'll keep trying and fingers crossed get the hat.
Carp fishing is now such an international sport, with countries all over Europe now enjoying flourishing industries. Thanks largely due to the rise of the internet, it's possible for anglers to obtain information not only about lakes and venues in other countries, but also about the way in which people approach them. Years ago, carp fishing was thought of as being something of a secretive sport, one where nobody gave their little edges away. Whereas now there's an absolute wealth of information out there from which people can learn. When anglers from different countries converge on a single lake, as is the case here, there's always so much to talk about, and tactics and approaches are discussed in depth, and only the foolish are unwilling to listen and learn from the ideas of others. Not only are technical issues such as rigs and bait application discussed, anglers get the opportunity to check out various items of tackle that the others have, and more importantly, the way they use them to improve their chances of catching. Carp fishing has become a truly international pastime, and long may this continue. Put any anglers together on a lake though, and you'll get the inevitable banter that naturally exists between them. It's something that naturally crosses all cultural barriers, and it's one of the things that makes carp fishing so special.
Put a zig rig out before, and we see I will keep it in also tonight. So one of new Frank's new zig baits. It looked really good, really confident, and yeah. We let the carp come to us rather than we get to the carp. Let's put it like this.
Forward, yeah. Just a few baits and.
It was clear to see that the entire group were enjoying one another's company, but the lack of fish action was starting to become slightly concerning. It was the end of day 2, and whilst you wouldn't be expecting large hauls of carp, the anglers were certainly hoping that by now somebody would have had a bite. The wind had dropped right off again, and it had been another beautiful spring day, shades of the approaching summer maybe, but the water temperature remained really cold, and this was without a doubt a contributing factor to the lack of action.
Yeah, we just found our little friend.
Mr. Frog?
Yeah, he's the giant frog.
The giant frog?
Yeah, the giant frog. And he will bring us luck for the session. And yeah, I think we just put him back in the water. I found him in the water while I was testing this rig. And yeah, hope he brings us some luck.
Put him back.
Yeah.
And I've got it on tape.
Oh, it was lovely dozing then. Whoever invented that app is a
All week he's been getting people with his phone, with the app, with the bite alarms, whatever bite alarms you got. He just gives you a ringtone. And he thought it was great catching everyone out, and he was in the land of nod, and I've got him for a change. Hey!
It was time to get serious. Day 3 arrived, and to a man the anglers were right on it in their attempts to unlock the code of Gigantica. The lake wasn't giving up her treasures easily, that's for sure, but the sign of a good angler is one who remains confident, stays focused and doesn't give up. The lads knew that coming to this lake at this time of the year would be one heck of a challenge, and so often accepting this can in many ways make the difference. Experienced anglers know that playing the waiting game is all part of the big picture of carp fishing, and even if they're not catching, sensible anglers will always be watching the lake, keeping their eyes peeled for signs of fish movement. Over on the road lake though, Rob and Lee were again making the most of their opportunities and were working hard on extending their lead yet further. Could anyone stop this deadly duo?
Stunning, stunning.
2 bars of gold.
Similar tactics, lads, or?
Yeah, same cell, tip with a bit of orange on the bottom. Second fish we've had off that spot on it.
Yeah.
So
They look absolutely mint.
Going.
this one's got a bit of a shoulder on it. That one I suppose I developed one as well.
Yeah.
That's got a good shoulder on it.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, if he keeps growing like that, he's going to be a big old
Fish
unit.
a bit of lump, isn't it?
Yeah. Mint fish as well, absolutely mint.
I'll keep the hat for another couple of hours, maybe.
That's it.
The other lake's going to do a big fish sooner or later, Mark, isn't it?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, that's why me and I've been thinking about coming over here, but we knew what you were up to the first night. Good angling.
Yeah.
Blow him a kiss. Come on, do him sweet. Good angling, mate. Good angling.
Nice.
It seems like there's a bit of activity going on over here then. You two jumping about, what's going on?
We're just after the third day looking for salmon spots.
Yeah.
We've been out with the prodding stick and it's gravelly, but I think we're going through weed. But certainly a feature out there.
Is it a place where you've seen fish?
Yeah, it's roughly where we've seen them, Si, isn't it?
I heard on the grapevine that a sweet corn approach was coming out.
Who's been telling? Who's been telling?
I got my ear to the ground. What's that all about then?
Sweet corn's very digestible. Sweet corn's always been good on lakes which are quite deep and quite cold water. And I know, because a little birdie told me, that in the winter there was sweet corn going in reasonable quantities. And fish were being caught which were excreting it. So that leads me to believe that it wouldn't be a bad approach, given that anything anybody else is trying at the moment is not particularly productive. So, given the digestibility, the scent and the rest of it, and obviously carp, as we all know, love sweet corn, I thought it might be a fair approach.
I'll do a range find on it in a minute.
Hey, do you take a water?
Yeah. Is it still
coming up with?
Still going down, Pete?
Yeah.
Still changing, is it? 13 point something, isn't it?
Sort of levelled out a little bit, isn't it?
13.4.
That's what it was on the other lake.
Is it 13 over there as well?
13.4, exactly the same.
It was 10 when we got here, wasn't it? Peter said it was 10 when he tested it.
How long that been in the water, Rob? Bang, it was gone. Excellent. Yeah.
baited it up, got it all primed up, ready for tonight. Another fish has just boshed on my margin over there as well, so tonight's looking good. I think we've got it right now, we're fishing the margins, haven't we?
Yeah. Same bait?
Same bait, tipped up, cell, tipped with orange. I haven't seen this one yet.
Don't matter, they all count.
Yeah, obviously we've been feeding while we've been having dinner.
All the lines out of the water, it's done us a favour again.
Yeah.
Let's hope it works like this tomorrow night when we move on to the big one.
Still going to plan, mate, isn't it? Starting to get the gist of this place now, and we'll go over and have a go on the
First night was a bit of a wasted night, not on our behalf, but we didn't start fishing till 10, did we?
No.
Solid bag, sort of normal thing.
Common.
Looks a good one.
Got a tapered shot leader on.
Have you?
Yeah, like an ultimate one, but
What's that, 12 to 35 or something?
12 to 30, yeah.
12 to 30, yeah.
I put this on, it's ready for tomorrow to cast out.
Yeah.
And it's still quite a chuck over there.
Yeah.
Our fluorocarbon's struggling a bit, so I thought put this on ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got to fish, I'm probably going to be fishing about 130, 140 yards tomorrow on Gigantica where I've been baiting. So it's fine well, mate.
Are you knowing it?
Yeah.
Stunning condition, all these fish.
Yeah, they're going to be, when they get big, they're going to be stunners, aren't
Yeah,
they?
look at that.
Them mirrors that we've had all been heavily clad,
Especially with this water quality. Go on.
If we had the old pan net now, she'd be in there.
Yeah.
Great.
Excellent.
Job done. And the reason I
don't know why he's got an head torch on, but I think he's nicked it out of my box.
Because I was walking around with all my kit.
Yeah, right. Hold on, mate. Right. Just had that one. Got another one on.
Got the other rod on the other spot, what was already bagged up, all ready to go out. And that's just ripped off within seconds as well. It's both rods in the water 30 seconds and we've had a bite. I'm hoping there's more fish over there. Can really sort of maybe hopefully keep them there. Same sort of stamp as that one, isn't it?
16, 17 pound, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't matter.
Fight well though,
Yeah.
deceiving. They got themselves such a good fight. Yeah, again, dropped the lead like we wanted to. You're playing them up in the upper layers. This one was on a solid bag, the other one was just a single thrown out there, just over the bait, but this one was a solid bag. Bag could have hardly have melted, to be honest. She's nailed. I miss my old free spirit along with that lead in that pole.
Who makes it?
Free spirit. That's a big difference being out further. Excellent.
14, 15 pound, do you reckon?
Probably no, I'd say probably up a double, mate. Well, can you believe it? I've just getting my other rod out again. Got it back on the spot. I've just cast the second one. While I'm casting the second one, the other one's ripped off. This is basically 20 minutes and we've had 3 bites. Probably in it's like less than 20 minutes. It's unbelievable. We've got one in each net and we're just about to get a second in the net now. Right, I'm going to put this on the tripod and just let you see the fight. Well, it's a lovely evening. I just had 3 fish within 20 minutes. Managed to get the rods out. I'm sleeping under the stars tonight. I've just got my bed chair by my rods. I'm hopefully going to nick a few more. I've just been out round and walked down the margin and baited up again. So hopefully tonight I'll nick a couple more to add to the weight. And then tomorrow we're going to move on to Gigantica. It's an absolute beautiful evening.
It certainly was a beautiful evening, and as the light came down on day 3, it was once again Marsh and Merritt that would be looking at the leaderboard with the most satisfaction.